So, is there any hope for us? Well, things are going to be restored to how they were originally, to how God intended them. You know, in Isaiah 44:22 it says, "But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses. They are for a prey, and none delivereth, for a spoil, and none saith, Restore." Matthew 17:11, "And Jesus answered and said unto them, Elias truly shall first come and restore all things." The entire world is going to be changed. You know, in Genesis 1, we're introduced, you know, it says there, "In the beginning God created the heaven and the earth," in verse 1. But in verse 2 it says, "And the earth was without form and void." It got into confusion. But God is going to change all that. He's going to change all that. And just like how the water, the earth rose up out of the water and was a solid mass with water surrounding it, I think we're going to find that that is going to happen again. And some of the vast earthquakes that we read about in Revelation is probably how that's going to take place. The continents are going to be shifted because God says He's going to shake the earth like a rag, really. The mountains like Everest and the Alps and the Pyrenees and Andes and all these things are going to be leveled. Well, that's what the earthquake is going to do. So the physical topography is going to be changed. But you know, life is going to be very, very different. There will be no bored people. What are used as props today will not exist. The diabolical television that we have will not exist. Hollywood will not exist. The satanically inspired music will not exist. Most of the stuff that people are listening to on their iPods and MP3 players will cease to exist. It's going to be a very, very different world. You know, in case you think I was a little bit offbeat when I said about the land coming out of the sea, that's what actually happened in Genesis 1 verse 9. "And God let the waters under the heavens be gathered together in one place, and let the dry land appear. And it was so." So that is why I'm saying what I am saying. Now, is all of this happening without the people of the world knowing anything about it? Well, in Jeremiah 25 and verse 4 it says, "And the Lord hath sent unto you all his servants, the prophets, rising early and sending them. But ye have not hearkened, nor inclined your ear to hear." In Jeremiah 44 verse 4, "Howbeit I sent unto you all my servants, the prophets, rising early and sending them." Well, you know, God doesn't sleep. But that means He rose up His prophets and His servants early and said, "Go and tell the people." What were they to tell the people? Zechariah 7 verse 8. "And the word of the Lord came unto Zechariah, saying, Thus speaketh the Lord of hosts, saying, Execute true judgment, and show mercy and compassion, every man to his brother." Oops. I wonder if the stealth bombers dropping depleted uranium on Iraq and Afghanistan, the bunker-busting bombs, I wonder if those are showing mercy and compassion to every man. "And oppress not the widow, nor the fatherless, the stranger, nor the poor. And let none of you imagine evil against his brother in your heart." wonder if waterboarding, where they tie you up, they handcuff you and strap you on a slab of wood, and put a cloth over your mouth and slowly drown you. I wonder if that might just come under showing mercy and compassion. Verse 11, but they refused to hearken and pulled away the shoulder and stopped their ears that they should not hear. You know, that's the problem. You have people like myself telling you what's going on, but it says they stopped their ears that they should not hear. As I said in the beginning, they're saying, speak unto us smooth things, don't disturb us. I went for a drive about 80 miles yesterday down to Malvern, very beautiful area. It was a misty day, but the drive was there. The autumn colours, wonderful. Houses overlooking fields and, you know, the rivers and all the stuff. Very, very beautiful. As I said to the person with me, you know, when people are in such a comfort zone, and you say, but we got a problem. They say, what problem? You may have a problem. I don't have a problem. I am happy how my condition is, and I will do anything and everything to maintain it. The fact that they are living on the labor, sweat, blood, and literal lives of other people doesn't really concern most people at all. It's not knocking on their door. So, in verse 12, Zechariah 7, it says, yea, they made their hearts. We keep blaming other people. We don't want to, we got to start blaming ourselves. It is we who are making our hearts as hard as adamant stone, lest they should hear the law, and the words of the Lord of hosts hath sent in his spirit by the former prophets. Should hear what? Oh my. Oh, you shouldn't say that, Peter. The law. We've got many videos and documents about the law. We've got many documents about the Sabbath, about Christmas, about Easter, about Harry Potter, about Halloween. They are there. These verses are there. The documents are there because they are telling us how to avoid the automatic penalties that are set down in Deuteronomy 28 for doing our own thing. It says, therefore came a great wrath from the Lord of hosts, them saying, oh, do not this abominable thing that I hate. I'm stumbling over a word I should be able to say, and I've said so many times. Okay? So we are responsible, and we are the ones who are causing the wrath of God to be poured out. Well, is this because God is vindictive? No, it is not. God is a holy, righteous God. And as I said to somebody this morning, I said, we have got to consider that he cannot be in the presence of sin, and wickedness and evil. It's like putting an ice cube in a nuclear explosion and expecting it to survive. It will not happen. God is light. Darkness cannot exist when light turns upon the scene. It just is impossible for light to shine and not blow away the darkness. Well, it's the very same thing with God. So, the conclusion of the matter is that we have no one to blame but ourselves.